So Tita Lani and I love shopping for bargains here in the Philippines. Whether you're looking for something that's like a touristy type item, a souvenir, or whether you live in the Philippines like we do and you're looking for something for your home, deals on furniture, appliances, or just that really cool something that you gotta have, you can always find a bargain here in the Philippines. And on today's bargain shopping experience, we went to All Home Warehouse Blowout Sale. And this is how it went. It took us a little bit of time to actually find the right location. We actually had to go to another actual All Home store and ask them where this huge blowout warehouse sale was. And they pointed us in the right direction, so off we go. Once we arrived at the warehouse store, it was definitely busy, a lot of people coming, and like most places that you go shopping in the Philippines, there's not a place to park. It's up to you to find your own parking, even though this was widely advertised and supposed to be a massive sale. No parking. So thankfully, it did not take us very long before we found a parking spot that was safe on the side of the road. We parked, we got out, we made our way to the warehouse sale. As we approached the warehouse, you could see lines of cars that they did allow in, but those were only for people that were picking up like a big item, a piece of furniture, a refrigerator, a chair, that kind of stuff. They still didn't allow us to park in. No worries, in we go. We walked into the giant warehouse area, and it almost looked like an airplane hangar. It was pretty big warehouse thing, very wide, very long, got lots of stuff in there. And it quickly became apparent as we walked in there that this was stuff that was like overruns, things that just didn't sell in their stores, maybe stuff that they bought too much of, and that they had probably marked down the price a little bit and we're trying to get rid of it. We saw a lot of things for like cooking accessories and gadgets and gizmos and stuff that we really didn't have a use for. There was definitely some bric-a-brac just to make the house look a little bit pretty. And as we continue walking down there, we did see some air conditioners for sale. We saw refrigerators that were for sale, and we saw a lot of furniture that was for sale. And it was the furniture that really brought Lonnie and I out to try to check out this place, as I was in the market for a nice old man reclining type chair. We looked around, didn't quite see what we were hoping to find. Honestly, was a little bit disappointed in what we saw, but still happy to go out and have the experience. So, Lonnie and I make our way out. It's a nice warm day in the Philippines. We were disappointed that we didn't find that bargain that we were looking for. But there was a food cart. So I went over, got some water, passed on the snacks, but water was definitely welcome. And that's when we found out that there was a second hangar-shaped warehouse that had stuff for sale. And this was more of the whole construction type items. And what I mean by that is they had like some plastic, like instead of a tin roof, you could have like a plastic, corrugated plastic that you could put on your roof. They had some tiles, they had some tools, they had some things like doorknobs, screws. We didn't really need that kind of stuff, except for the doorknob. We were actually in need of a doorknob, and there was one right there. We picked it up. It was about, I think, 150 pesos. So we got a brand new doorknob for $3 to replace the doorknob that wasn't working. And I'm happy to have it. Happy to have it. Now, the weirdest thing about this experience was after we got our doorknob, we went and we got in line, and there was the cashier station was at the by the entrance or exit as you if you were trying to leave on the right hand side. So, excuse me, on the left hand side. So we get in line. There's only one cashier. We wait. We get to the front of the line. We pay for our doorknob. She puts it into a brown paper sack, puts the receipt in there, staples it up, and we're good to go, right? So as we start to walk out the door, security stops us to look at the package, and they tell us, no, you can't leave. You can't leave. You have to go to the table on the right of the door. So directly opposite of the entry exit from the cashier. And we went there. We waited in line briefly. The lady took our package. She opened it up. Remember, it had just been closed and stapled. She opened it up. She looked at the receipt, made a mark on it, handed it back to us. Then the security officer allowed us to leave. As we walked on out through the main gate, there was another security officer who also checked the package again. They take checking that package pretty serious. So we did not find the bargains that we wanted, but we're happy to have our doorknob. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. We ask you to leave a like, share it, subscribe it. There's going to be more shopping adventures and more about life and the fun things to do here in the Philippines. From our family to yours, thank you. God bless.